We all know Mansfield is one of a kind. Well, except in one way. Yeah, turns out there's a lot of places around America named Mansfield. So, let's learn about a few of them. It's Meet the Mansfields. This episode, we're off to the Hoosier State and meeting Mansfield, Indiana.
All right, welcome back to Meet the Mansfields. Today, we are up in Mansfield, Indiana. Thank you so much for joining us today. Give us the lay of the land. Where is Mansfield, Indiana and Park County, Indiana in relation to some of the big spots people here in Texas might know?
Sure. So from Indianapolis in the center of the state, if you travel west, a little bit south, we're close to the border of Indiana and Illinois and about the middle of the state. That's where Park County would be, and that's where the Covered Bridge Festival is.
So talk about the festival and what it all brings to the area.
Over 50 years ago, maybe close to 50 or 55 years ago, what it was the local crafters of Park County they would crochet, they would make their own food, whatever their family heritage or tradition was, and that's what started the Covered Bridge Festival over 50 years ago. Over 1 million people will come to Park County during those 2 weekends.
So your population goes up by just a touch over those 2 weekends. Talk a bit about the covered bridges. That's something that we just do not have here in Texas. How did it kind of get started that there were so many covered bridges in that area?
So they were like all over the place, I guess, in the 1800s. And I think the whole idea for a covered bridge was if we cover it, I suppose like a home, then the bridge with the roof, then the bridge will be protected from the elements. Why Park County is called the covered bridge capital of the world, let's say, is I think there are close to 40 plus or minus covered bridges in the county.
Talk about your personal history and your involvement with the Covered Bridge Festival.
Thank you very much. My parents came here in 1968. My dad came to Terre Haute, which is about 30 to 40 minutes, southwest of Mansfield, of Park County. He went to ISU to obtain his business degree. And while he was getting his business degree, he came up with, now everybody knows shish kebabs here in the United States, but go back to the 70s, nobody knew what meat on a stick was, in the Midwest, in Terre Haute, little old Terre Haute, or anywhere in the area. So he basically brought a shish kebab with his own marinade, and our brand now is called Sadi Bobby. And that's what we did. And we would go to festivals all over, and Park County was close to us. So we went to the Covered Bridge Festival back in the 80s. And back then it was a small event. When I say small event, like say a few thousand people would come to it. And fortunately, my father had the foresight to sort of say, this guy is going to grow. This festival is going to really become big. And he and my aunt, they basically bought property in Mansfield, which is the Mansfield Country Store. And that's our history. We bring our food to the festival. And we've been doing that for nearly 50 years, 50 years there at the Covered Bridge Festival.
Kind of wrapping it up, you said, your family's been there for 50 years now. You've grown up there. What is just your favorite part about living in that area?
In the Midwestern area, things are a little slower. Maybe people have a little more time to be kind, even if it's just a short 30-second, 1-minute thing. What we like to do when we have family, either anywhere in the States or the Philippines, we'll go to Mansfield any other week during the year, any other month, and it'll be a small town, a population of 15 people. There's a nice creek there. You have the old roller mill, you have the old country store, you have some iconic old buildings there, and it just looks like an old, small, quiet town. And then I'll say, come during the 2 weekends in October, and there will be tens of thousands of people in the area, and they're like, it's just kind of neat to see, and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe how this draws so many people. And if you just walk the area, sit by the creek, whatever. It's just a nice, beautiful place of kind of remembering how things were.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for all that you all do to put on amazing events for your community. Have a very successful 2025 Covered Bridge Festival.